Hush, baby, hush. Rest your head on your pillow, little one. You'll be home with Amar soon. I've missed you, my child. I've missed you here, in the deep, in the dark, in the cold. Come to me, my sweet little Kian. Come home.
How is he, Naane? Will he live?
Your magic brought him back from the darkness. My magic helped him stay. But the fight is his alone now. He must choose to live. Hush, Kian, hush. Rest your head on the pillow. You will soon be home. In the deep, in the dark, in the...
Why do we keep him alive? He's the enemy. The fever eat him up.
No, Liko. We brought him here for a reason. We need him alive.
You freed me, Kian Alvane. Don't blame yourself for my death. This is what I wanted. To be free. To be reborn.
When I do kill you, you will feel every twist of my blade as your life drains away. Your pain and shame and dishonor will serve as my vengeance. And I will be there to witness your soul departing for the nether realms, for the shadow, and the deep, dark, cold water. They can only protect you for so long, Apostle. In the end, you will have to face your sins, and you will pay for them.
Sleep, my child. Sleep and never wake up. We're waiting for you. All of us. We're waiting in the deep, in the dark. Join us here. There's nothing for you out there. You belong here with Amar, in the deep, dark, cold. Forever and ever.
I must go. He'll wake soon. Make sure he drinks water and eats. He will recover. The only wounds I cannot heal are on the inside. He must heal those himself.
Wake up, Kian. Wake up. Wake up!
Where in Shadow's name am I?
I don't know why they didn't just kill him when they had the chance. After all, he's our enemy. He murdered Raven.
I hear he defected. The Apostle's one of us. Shit, he's here. What if he heard what we...
Shh! They're waiting for you out in the main hall.
The traitor is back on his feet. Praise the balance.
How are your wounds?
There's still pain, but I won't admit to weakness in front. My wounds. I'm in some pain, but my wounds are healing. What is this place?
Hoping to run back to your masters with the information and buy your life back?
Liko, you are in the Enclave, the ancient library of the Sentinel Order of the Balance in Marcuria. It serves as our base of operations.
Our?
The Resistance, Alvani. Those who have come together to fight the Azadi. Magicals, like her, and me.
I remember Captain. He used my sword to run himself through. It's his blood on my hands. The Captain.
Balsai Bakin laid down his life for yours, Kian.
Why?
Believe me, I've asked the same question. Why? Why lose a great man like Bakim over you? A butcher, an apostle, a fucking Azadi.
He insults my people. They have committed crimes, yes, but the responsibility lies with our leaders, not with every Azadi. This creature, this man. I've seen many Dolmari in my life, but there's something familiar about... Do I know you?
Perhaps. But then my people all look the same to you, do they not? We're livestock.
I've turned my back on my people.
So you're also a traitor, Kian Alvani. We'll add it to your list of crimes.
My life was already taken from me. Why make all those sacrifices for a traitor and an... I will not let anyone, least of all a Dolmari, speak to me in my life. Why am I here?
We chose you. We sent Captain Bakim to his death in exchange for your life. We need you.
As a symbol.
But also so much more. We need strength, we need leadership, we need hope. Our numbers are dwindling. Most Northlanders have come to terms with the Azadi occupation. Humans are turning their backs on the resistance and a blind eye to the genocide of magicals. We need someone to give us hope, so that we can fight back and win.
You're a tool, Apostle. A blunt weapon, nothing more.
We need your help, Kian. Will you join us?
Do I have a choice?
There is always choice. And for every choice, there are consequences.
You can't let me leave. If I refuse, you'll kill me.
We might kill you anyway. Just give me a reason.
We have sacrificed so much to bring you here. This is your chance for a new beginning, Kian. A new life, for the redemption I know you seek.
I can never... What would you have me do?
You will go into the city tonight, with Liko and Enu. They will give you instructions, and they will keep an eye on you to make sure. To help, if needed.
I'll be watching from the shadows, Apostle. A poison arrow pointing straight to your chest.
You know our cause is true. You know that your people are in the wrong. Do this, and begin your journey back to life.
I'm doing this for April Ryan. She was the one who made me question myself. My mission. My faith.
Fuck you, Ghazi. There is nothing you can do to repay that debt.
April is dead, Kian. Do this instead for all those who still live. Do this for the soul of your people. Do this for yourself. The boat will take you to Shady Quay in Old Town. I will let you know when things are ready.
After you're done with your mission, we'll meet up at Ulvik's Tavern. And if you don't show, we'll hunt you down and skin you like a rabbit.
You may find I'm not a rabbit.
Try me, please.
Liko. Enough. Preparations are still being made for this evening. You should use the opportunity to speak with the others and familiarize yourself with the Enclave.
The Resistance. A year ago, I fought them. Today, I'm one of them.
What are you planning? Are you planning...
Hello. Hi. So,
New guy, huh? I'm Enu. Actually, it's Enumar Sandhya, Twilight Child, daughter of Teomar, and my father would kill me if he knew I used just Enu instead of my full name like a proper Zid, but he's not around, so... Hey, I'm Enu. You're Kian.
I can't. I am.
Great, hello! Azadi, huh? That's... Yeah, great. I've never been. Is it nice? I hear it's nice when they're not, you know, waging war and murdering magicals.
This is all she knows of Azadir. Maybe that's not so surprising. How would someone who's not from there know the truth? These people only see the actions of a conquering army, led by criminals. It's my responsibility to ensure that our story is told in full. Conquering, murdering. That's how she sees my people, my nation. As if the Zid don't have blood on their hands, too. If she could see Azadir as I see it, she'd know there was so much more to it. But what's the point in trying to convince her? You think that's all we do?
Oh, no, obviously there's, things I don't know. We don't get to socialize with Azadi very often. The ones I meet wear armor and carry swords and shout a lot. Also, they kill Zid. So, maybe I'm biased? Anyway, I just wanted to, you know, present myself for you. Introduce myself to you, not present myself. That's not appropriate, daughter of Teomar. Sorry, I'm screwing this up, aren't I?
She's trying her best. Despite her prejudices, despite how we have treated her and her people, she's willing to give me a chance. You're doing fine. It's an honor to meet you, Enumar Sandhya, Twilight Child, daughter of Teomar.
Oh, wow. The same, Kian Alvane, apostle of the Azadi, son of,
It's just Kian now. You can call me Kian.
Okay. Kay. Can I call you Kay?
You can call me Kian.
Oh, yeah, that's much better. Kian. Welcome to the Resistance, Kian. Sorry about Liko. He has issues.
I will speak with him. In private.
Oh, okay. Private. Got it. Won't pry. I'm trying to cut back on the prying.
So, what's your story, daughter of...
Oh, just Enu. No one calls me daughter of blah blah here. And my story is totally unexciting. The opposite of exciting? Boring? Dull? Humdrum. That's the word. I'm a humdrum farm girl. Was a farm girl. And hey, now I'm a rebel. Go figure! Never saw that one coming. Well, that's not entirely true. At least my parents don't totally disapprove. They'd be happier if I stayed put and out of trouble. Married a boring Zid farmer, had little boring farm Zidlings. But they are proud of me. They believe in the cause. And they totally hate the Azadi. Sorry.
You have good reasons for hating us.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure I can go back there when this is all over. To the farm, I mean. I like fighting for something. I like having a purpose other than farming, being a loyal daughter, a Zidling breeder.
Clearly.
I really wouldn't make a good Zid wife. I'd be the worst. I'm sorry, this is way too much information. I was just gonna say hello and then blah, so, hello. And hey, good luck out there tonight. Well, I'm gonna be there with you, but anyway, there it is. Ah!
What are they playing? I don't recognize the game, but it looks fun. They're a scruffy lot, these rebels. How can they really expect to win against my people? He looks so
Our
familiar.
water tanks are running dangerously low, and I smell no rain on the wind. You'll need to go up... Kian Alvane. Soldier, apostle, assassin. Oh, I expected someone taller. Ah, never you mind. Welcome to the movement for the liberation of Mercurier and the Northlands. Welcome to the bloody resistance. How's your back, eh?
The herbs helped.
Aye, she knows her stuff, our Zidmari medic, and she was concerned for you. Sat with you until your fever passed. Never left your side. I'd say she was sweet on you, but it wasn't even that. It was like she was paying back a debt. I'm the general, me. I run this place. You got a problem with logic, sticks, you come to me. Your bunk ain't soft enough or hard enough, the general's your man. Not happy with your rations? Call on the general. Maybe that stuff ain't as important as intercepting communiques or assassinating Azadi, but this place don't run itself either. Got any questions, soldier?
Do I know you from somewhere?
Well, I can't imagine you would, unless you're from around here, and you're clearly not. In my former life, I didn't have much contact with the Azadi outside of bars and card tables. And you don't look like you visit either of them very often. In my new life, I've been mostly stationed here, at headquarters. We don't see a lot of Azadi visitors.
Perhaps in Mercuria?
No, I don't see how we could have met there. You must have me confused with someone else. Carry on, laddie. Oh, and make us proud, damn it.
Truth be told, they may not look like much and they don't have the resources, but they won't give up until the Azadi are gone, or their resistance is dead.
So the Apostle has finally risen. A shame the fever didn't kill you. We'd all be better off. An even greater shame that a good man had to die for you to live.
I'm certain again that I have seen this Dolmari before. He hates me, but why wouldn't he? His people has caused mine suffering and death, and we have returned the favor twofold. We will always be enemies, no matter the circumstances. I will never let anyone speak to me in that way. We have met before, Dolmari. I know it.
We have. I wouldn't expect you to remember where. I'm sure it mattered little to you. Just one more blue face amongst the thousand you have murdered. Like you, I'm from the west, from the great continent we call Antigua Aba, land of the setting sun. The place your people call Mihadmir, and then Azadir, as though through occupation you came to possess it.
You are of the Azad Dolmari tribes.
I am of the Dol Antigua, the western Dolmari, first of my people. And yes, we have met before. Apostle Alvani. You murdered my father in front of me. If it hadn't been for my mother holding me back, I would have torn your throat out, and then neither of us would be here today. We faced each other again years afterwards, but I'm sure you have no memory of that either. After all, what's another filthy magical? You made me who I am today, and someday soon, I will unmake you. But I swore to Shepard that I'd set my private grievances aside. For now, unlike you, I keep my oaths. But if I ever suspect you plan to betray us like you betrayed your own, I will not hesitate. I will kill you. And once this war is over, we'll settle our accounts. You will pay for my father's death, my mother's grief, and my people's suffering. Mark my words, Butcher. Your days are counted.
Light of the Goddess.
Hoi, Alvane Dar. It's an honor seeing your eyes.
Dar is an honorific in Azadir, and Hoy a common greeting. He must have had interactions with Azadi, or studied the language and culture. If he has something to say to me, he will say it. Dar is an honorific.
Who taught you the proper Azadi form of address?
Oh, I did business with with the Azadi for several years. Until my aunt's tavern was shut down and she was arrested. Until I learned what was really happening. You took part in that raid. At the Journeyman Inn. Benreem Salmin is my mother's sister. She raised me after my mother died. I took her surname. I'm Jakai. Jakai Salmin.
I was following orders when I arrested his aunt, but that doesn't absolve me of responsibility.
Your aunt was harboring rebels. I was under orders to arrest her. I'm sorry for what happened to her. Your aunt is a strong and honorable woman.
Oh, I don't blame you, Dar. Neither does my aunt. In fact, it was her idea to break you out. She knows you'll be an asset to us. You know, I only joined the Resistance less than a year ago. Before that, I was a businessman, and my customers were mostly Azadi.
He obviously wants to tell me his story. I should let him.
It was good business. I profited from the occupation. I made a lot of money. It shames me to admit it now, but I actually believed in the Azadi. What they were saying made sense. Even the things they say about magicals. For a while, I blamed them for everything. I even went so far as to join the National Front for Faith and Family. Do you know who they are? Azadi collaborators. Anti-magical crusaders. Turncoats. I'm not proud of that.
This story seems important to him. He needs to get this off his chest. I should let him continue. He has a lot on his chest, but I don't have time. This story...
But then, when my aunt was detained and sentenced to 5 years in Cold Stone, it changed everything. Opened my eyes. I realized it wasn't the Magicals who were at fault. It was the Azadi. It was us. Those of us who didn't speak up or take action. Those of us who'd betrayed our own.
I think I've heard enough of his story. He's obviously looking for redemption. Why he thinks he'll find that with me, I have no idea. But I should not encourage him further. He really wants to get this off his chest.
I sought out the Resistance, and now here I am, with all these brave people, like Anu. She's great, isn't she? I'm really impressed with how she holds up. Boy, the Zid are a really striking people. So pretty. Anyway, that's my story.
It's quite a story.
Isn't it, though? I'm glad to have you with us, Dar. It'll make a huge difference. You have my support.
I should be getting ready for tonight.
Of course, Alvane Dar. Kian. I'm sorry for going on and on. Good luck out there.
Are you ready, Kian?
I am.
Good. Liko and Enu are joining you. They will tell you what you need to do tonight.
How do they expect me to enter the city and not be recognized, even at night? If any Azadi sees me...
How do you expect me to walk around unseen? Any Azadi will recognize me in an instant.
Of course. That's why our Zidmari sorceress made this, especially for you.
Magic.
There's no escaping it here. If you want to help us, I'm afraid you must drink it.
A Bakshivan masking potion.
Not quite, but a good guess. A masking potion would last for less than an hour. This is an Irhadian veil. It remains potent for days.
It makes all but the trained eye slide off you. Unless I speak to anyone, the guards won't even notice me. I'll be like a shadow to them. It's a very potent and very costly magic. Not easy to come by.
You know your potions?
When I trained to become an apostle, I was required to learn magic. Know your enemy.
I'm sure that will serve you well. Drink it before you step ashore, and the veil will conceal you. But be cautious still. Don't speak to any Azadi guards or sympathizers. Don't attract attention. And remember that those who know you intimately can always see through the veil. Liko and Enu are waiting for you down the stairs, in the hidden harbor. But you can't go into Mercuria looking like that. You'll need to get dressed. I've left some clothes on your bed. I trust they will fit you well.
What do you think the Asadi are building? Those machines and metal tubes have...
Are you looking for anything? Your room is right down the hall.
Good luck later tonight, Apostle. Alvani. Kian. Sir. What do we call you?
Shepard told me to wait until the mission begins.
If we keep losing people without winning any ground...
Oh, we didn't see you there.
I hope your mission tonight is a success.
Best of luck on your mission. You couldn't ask for better companions than Liko and Enu.
Do you get seasick?
What?
Oh, I just want to know if you're gonna get all pukey on us, that's all.
I have been on a boat before.
Good. Then I don't mind sitting next to you.
We've wasted enough time. We need to leave. I'll tell you about the mission once we're on our way.
After you, Kian.
To split up. There's much to do, and we don't want to arouse suspicion.
Maybe some instructions first?
As I said on the boat we were just on minutes ago, Kian has 3 tasks. I'm hoping your memory is better than the Zid's, Apostle.
Liko talked about a large shipment of weapons that must be destroyed. There's a traitor in their midst. I need to identify this person before he or she can cause more harm. I'm supposed to visit someone called the Mole, a code name. This powerful man runs the criminal underworld in Old Town. Where can I find this man they call the Mole?
Oh, it's not
The Mole's burrow is right here in Shady Quakian.
Ah, right. Yes, Kian, you will find the Mole close by. He is close by, this man who is called the Mole. Who is a human man, obviously.
God save us from Zidlings and their lack of subtleties. The Mole operates an underground supply network out of the Magic Ghetto. We need food, medicine, and arms. And so we need to maintain, good relations. Whatever the Mole asks of you, do it. Without questions.
I'll be looking for a turncoat in Old Town.
Right. Unfortunately, that's all we know. Someone in Old Town spying for the Azadi.
He...
Or she.
Probably frequents the Magic Ghetto, but she, must be human, or they could not be working with the Azadi.
We also believe they attend National Front meetings. National Fronters are traitors, Azadi collaborators. Their leader, Honor Hilaris, holds regular secret meetings somewhere in the city. That's probably our best chance of identifying the traitor. Sneak into one of those meetings and identify our guy. Girl, woman, person?
I'll begin my investigations in the market. There's a shipment that needs to be destroyed.
We've been informed that crates with weapons have arrived from Azadir. Muskets, cannons, gunpowder. They'll move the shipment to the Tower Barracks in the morning, but for now, it sits just outside the south gates. You need to destroy it, preferably in a way that gets their attention. We want the Azadi off balance and spooked.
Basically, as much noise and fire as possible. Think big explosion.
I'm ready.
You're on your own now. Anu and I have other assignments tonight. Once you've identified the turncoat, I'll meet you in the Magic Market. It's not far from here. Follow this street into Old Town.
Afterwards, we'll meet up at the Cock and Puss.
The Rooster and Kitten. It's a tavern on Reed Avenue, right off the Southgate Market. Ulvik, the publican, is a friend of the Resistance.
I'm sure it's all very confusing right now, Kiam, but there are maps everywhere. You can't get lost. Well, you can probably get lost. Are you going to get lost?
I'll find my way, Anu.
Right, good luck, big guy. Guys, both of you...
Goddess, forgive me for this. That tastes pretty good, to be honest. Unless I make myself noticed, or meet someone who knows me well, I'll remain veiled. You tried to steal my purse.
So? You're a Zardi.
That's the worst excuse ever for stealing a purse. You could get your arm chopped off.
So far, so good.
Lucky for you, I'm not a Zardi. Now scram.
How tall are you? You're really tall.
Leave me alone, boy.
You're a lot taller than my dad. Are you sure you're not a Zardi?
Yes.
You look a Zardi. Are you a soldier? Why aren't you in uniform? Are you secret police?
What? No. Run off before I lose my patience with you.
You sure look like one of them.
Oh, for the love of the goddess. What's your name, boy?
Bip.
Bip?
Yeah. So?
You should be with your mother, Bip. Not out on your own, thieving. Go home.
Can't. Ain't got one.
I'm sorry. You should still not...
They're not dead or anything. My parents. They were just sent to Gien.
Gien. That's where the magicals are sent. They don't come back from there. But the boy must know this already. He must have seen it happening to others. The boy probably has no idea what happens on Gien. I shouldn't be the one to tell him. Gien. To the prison colony.
Re-education camp. That's what my father said. They probably didn't listen very well in school when they were children. They'll be back, when they've been properly re-educated.
No one comes back from the islands. Not magicals.
What do you mean?
I mean...
Are you saying they're going to stay there forever?
The boy can't be more than 10. He doesn't need to know the truth just yet. He's only a boy. But so was I when I became an orphan. No one protected me from the truth. They're not coming back.
But why? What will happen to them?
You shouldn't think of such things. Do you have no family here?
Not in Mercuria. They're all in the Southlands. What's going to happen to them?
They will be put to work. That's what the prison camps are for. To keep the magicals away from humans. To segregate them.
Segregate?
To keep magicals apart from humans. Forever.
You're lying.
I am not. Truly.
You're one of them. Why are you here? Are you going to take me and send me to be a
Segregated.
Too?
I'm not one of them.
Well, you sure look and sound like them.
I'm sorry about your parents. But I have things I need to do.
Are you with the Resistance?
Resistance? Well, of course not.
Because I overheard someone saying there's an Azadi in the Resistance now. And if you're Azadi, and you're here, and you have things to do, that sounds an awful lot like you're with the Resistance.
Keep your voice down, boy.
Don't worry. Everyone in Old Town supports the Resistance. Most everyone, anyway.
What do you mean by most everyone?
I mean that there are some who don't support the Resistance, some who sneak off to National Front assemblies, some who rat out rebels to the Azadi.
Do you know anyone like that?
No. Well, I don't know their faces, but I know where there's a National Front assembly tonight.
Show me.
What?
Show me where.
I get to go on a mission with you. That's so incredibly cool.
Calm down, boy. I just want you to tell me where it is.
How well do you know the city?
Well, not very.
Right. So I'll show you. Too complicated to tell you.
It's not safe.
For you? No. For me, I leave the ghetto all the time when it's dark. I know where to go, where the guards are posted, their patrol routes, everything. I'm like a rogue. One with the shadows, the Veiled Avenger. I'm an assassin.
Just show me the way, and then you're coming straight back here.
I'll just stay for a little while.
Straight back. Or I find someone else to take me.
Good luck with that. But fine, I'll come straight back. Are you ready? Can we go now?
There's no reason to delay this mission. I should explore first, and maybe do some of my other tasks. Let's go.
Yes! Follow me!
My table's always open, day and night.
ghetto.
How will you get past the guards?
I know a way. Meet me on the other side.
Wait, what?
The other side!
Trust the magicals.
Did you hear the one about the magical and the... Hey! Who goes there? Must have been the wind. Avoid the shadow.
See? Easy.
Goddess, save us. You're playing with your life, boy.
I don't need a goddess to save me. I'm very good at climbing. How did you escape the keep?
What? I didn't. How do you know about that?
Oh, everyone knows the apostle escaped the keep on the night of his execution. There's even a puppet show about it.
Shadow take me. And why do you think I'm that Azadi?
Mysterious apostle guy escapes the keep. Mysterious Azadi joins the resistance a few days later. I may only be 10 years old, and I may have purple skin, but I'm nobody's fool.
Clearly. What else do you know about me?
Not much. You were wounded by Azadi bullets, you almost died. You're working with the resistance. Oh, and you betrayed your people, of course. Everyone knows that.
Everyone? Goddess.
What's your goddess like?
What?
You keep saying her name. Is she pretty? What's the colour? This is it. This is where they have their meetings and speeches and stuff.
Are you sure?
Positive. Sometimes I listen in. They talk about magicals and about how we've ruined the world and taken everything from them. It makes me sad listening to that. I didn't know magicals were so bad. No wonder humans hate us.
We don't... Look, boy. Bip. Those people are not good people. You have done nothing wrong. You can't help the way you look or the color of your skin. How and where you've been born doesn't make you a bad person or less of a person. It just makes you you. It's what you do with your life that matters. Now, scram, get out of here. Go back and be careful.
But...
You promised. No arguments.
Fine, fine.
What?
A tip would be appreciated, in recognition of all my hard work.
You're really something. Here. Now run back, you little thief. There aren't a lot of people out at night, even though the streets appear to be safe. People still keep their heads down around Azadi military. They must fear the worst. It's a good thing the streets are as empty as they are. Makes my assignment easier. They're perfectly engineered and sturdy. No expense has been spared in forging these pipes. I'll need to find a way to get past that goon. Greetings, brother.
What? Who's there? Gods damn it. You gave me a right scare, mate. Where in the Seven Hills did you come from?
The Shadows. Step aside, I'm late for the assembly.
Right, of course. Blood and land, brother.
We'll keep this simple. The obvious answer to blood and land is I'm not going to just keep guessing. Sooner or later, even this brainless fool will see through my veil and call on the guards. My apologies. Wrong backyard assembly.
You people ought to be ashamed of yourselves. How dare you put this muck on my door? Just because I'm human, don't mean I'm interested in your speciesist propaganda. I've lived next door to Dolmari most of my life, and they've never once done me or mine any harm. Here's what I think of your so-called humanist rally. And your Honor Hilarist can go fuck himself. He's a traitor. You all are. When the Azadi finally pack up and leave, we will remember what you've done. Be sure of that.
Honor and... what? There's a word missing. There are more steam machines than ever, and we still have no idea what they're for. They're connected to the pipes, and they appear to be linked to the tower. But why? The construction of the tube network appears to be picking up pace. There are wagon loads of metal pipes everywhere, and the laborers work into the night.
Balance! Are you a ghost? Where in Shadow's name did you come from all of a sudden?
The pipes are manufactured both locally and in Azadir, and they bring them in by the boatload. They must require thousands of them to cover the city. There aren't a lot of people out at night, even though the streets appear to be safe. That might be Arne Stont's young widow. Pardon me, mistress. I'm looking for the Stont widow.
I'm Gertie Stoned. Who are you?
I knew your husband. He was a brave man.
Knew him? How did you know him?
We met in Friar's Keep, mistress. On the night of his death. He saved my life. I'm sorry I could do nothing to save his.
You saw him, that evening?
He asked me to visit you. To tell you that he loves you.
And then you left him to be tortured to death by those bastards.
I swore not to take an innocent life.
They told me he begged for death. You could have granted him a clean and honourable journey to the night side. But instead you just left him there. Don't talk to me about honour. You have none. Leave us be.
It's disgusting what's going on in there. Them bad-mouthing magicals like they're the problem. The magicals have always lived here.
Definitely
it's the
not a
Azadi who've
supporter
upset
of
the
National
balance
Front,
of things.
that one.
You ought to be more careful speaking ill of the Azadi.
People still keep their heads
Oh,
down
what
around
are they gonna
Azadi
do?
military.
Ship me off to one of their re-education
fear the
camps. I'd
worst.
like to see them try.
They might throw you in Friar's Keep.
Excuse me.
Balance! Where did you come from, eh? I didn't even see ya. What do you want? I don't want no trouble.
That piece of paper you tore. Do you have the other half?
What piece of... The National Front flyer? Why? Who are you?
Someone who's on your side.
Well, I dunno. You sound Azadi to me. What do you want that flyer for?
Long story. I need it to find a traitor. A traitor to the rebel cause.
Oh, right. Well, if it means getting back at that National Front filth, then by all means. Take it. And Balance bless you for standing up to those bastards.
It's a flyer for the National Front. Honor and humanity. It's the slogan used by the National Front. That must be the passphrase I need to get into the meeting. Step aside, brother.
Gods! You snuck up on me. Blood and land.
Blood, land, honor and humanity. That's what these people claim to care about. They cling to their slogans like drowning men cling to driftwood. Honor and humanity.
Faith and family, brother. Go on through, mate. The meeting's already begun. If you haven't seen Mr. Hilleris speak before, you're in for a proper treat. That man is an example to us all.
Brothers, sisters, cousins, brave, humble, human folk, welcome to this meeting of the National Front for Faith and Family. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for coming here tonight. Thank you. Thank you for the generosity of your time. Thank you for braving these ill-lit occult courts in your tireless search for truth. Yes. Oh, yes. Despite the selfless work of our benefactors, the enemy lurks out there, in the shadows. Look about. Look. Fear them, the enemy, for they are close.
The hoods
they
are probably to
are
protect their identities.
everywhere.
It never bodes well for a movement when its members are afraid to be seen.
Do you not smell them?
Nothing in particular stands out.
Foreign spice.
There's nothing unusual about that person.
Filth.
Nothing in particular stands out.
It warms my heart to see
There's
you
nothing
standing
unusual
before
about
me,
that person.
standing up for what's good and fair. Glory, cousins. Glory be upon you.
Nothing in
In the
particular
light
stands out.
of the goddess. Yes.
I'm too far away to get a real sense
I
of
spoke
that person.
recently with our benefactors. I spoke
National
to
Front
them
members.
about that
All of them human, of
immigrant,
course.
the magical. Yes.
There's nothing unusual about that person.
Yes. I spoke to
Nothing
them.
in particular
I said,
stands out.
Listen to these
There's nothing
humble
unusual
brave
about
folk,
that
your
person.
cousins.
The hoods
Humans
are probably to protect their
brought to
identities.
their knees
Nothing in particular
by the
stands out.
magical.
There's nothing
Driven to
unusual about
bankruptcy,
that person. I'm
to
too far
moral
away to get a real
corruption.
sense of that person.
Simple, uncomplicated men and women
I'm
led
too far
astray
away
by
to get
the
a real
devilish,
sense of that person.
demonic, magical. The
I'm too far away to
necromancer.
get a real sense of
I
that
said
person.
to them, I said, we
I'm
need
too far away
to
to
make
get a real sense of that person.
Now.
Nothing in
Now.
particular stands out.
We need to
National
rally
Front members.
behind
all
our
of them human,
benefactors,
of course.
behind our
I'm
own.
too far away to get a real
And I
sense
said
of
to
that
them,
person.
I said, what you need.
I'm too far away to get a real.
need
I'm
what
too far
we
away to get a real.
need
I'm too far
is
away to
someone
get
to
a real
stand
sense
up
of that person.
and speak the human
Honor
cause.
Hilarious. He
the
leads
true
this National Front for
Mercurian.
Faith and Family.
Someone not afraid of the magical and his foreign
The
tongues.
hoods are probably to protect
Yes.
National Front members.
Yes.
I'm too far
You know
away
me.
to get a real sense of that
You know
person.
me. You know.
There's
I
nothing
seek no
unusual
fame
about that person.
or fortune. I seek only truth. I seek
She's humming to
the
herself.
light. I
It's a
seek
tune I
justice
recognise.
for brave,
A
humble,
sweet lullaby.
human folk like you. Yes.
She's
yes,
humming
yes.
to herself.
I
It's a tune
stand
I
here before
recognise.
you as your
A sweet
servant.
lullaby.
I stand here before you as your humble servant.
Her posture is odd.
Soon the city
It's
will
almost like
elect a
she's
new council,
tilting slightly to
a
one
new
side.
leader, one who will take responsibility for the lawlessness that haunts these occult, ill-lit lanes.
Honor Hilarious.
Our benefactors
He
do
leads
great
this
work.
Nothing in
They do
particular
brave
stands out.
work,
I'm too far away to get a
important
real
work.
sense of that person.
He
He
must
smells of lavender oil.
But they can't be
Maybe he's a physician.
everywhere. They can't protect all of you from your
There's
dark
nothing unusual
neighbours.
about that person.
And where the Azadi fall short, where their light
Her
doesn't
hands are
reach,
rough, with
the
scores
City
of
Watch
small
can
cuts.
help. Take the paper dragons that fly above us
He
as
smells
we
of
speak.
rosewater.
Yes,
It's rather
those
pleasant, to be honest.
blasphemous constructs that fly in the face of all
He
decent,
reeks of tobacco.
humble,
An Azadir
hard-working
variant,
human
unless my nose
folk.
deceives me.
Symbols of the magical,
used to smoke
symbols of
this.
the dry kin.
It appears his skin has a strange pallor.
Phooey.
He might suffer from
Blasphemous
moon waste.
betrayal of all of
His
humanity.
right hand has the mark of a
Phooey.
heavy smoker.
Our
His fingers
benefactors,
and
the
nails are
Azadi,
yellowed
they
and
cannot
cracked.
cut every
Her clothes
line,
smell
arrest
strongly of
every
tar and
traitorous
smoke.
child. They
She
have
must
more
be a
important
factory
things to
worker.
do. This is the City Watch's
He
responsibility.
smells of lavender oil.
But what does
Maybe
the
he's a
City
physician.
Watch do?
His left arm
Stop
keeps twitching.
good, honest, simple
He appears to have
human
some
folk
sort of
from meeting out
muscular dysfunction.
well-deserved justice.
Goddess.
They stop us from punishing the magical, that immigrant,
He
for
can't
his
have changed his
necromancy
clothes or taken
and
a bath in
illusionism.
months.
Why, only last night, a young cousin of
Must be
ours
wearing
was
leather
put in
undergarments.
chains for
They
laying
make an
righteous
unpleasant
hands
creaking
on a
noise.
magical who'd cast a spell on our young cousin's sister.
There's nothing unusual.
She'd fallen
His
in with the
beard
magical,
is speckled with
possessed
something
with
that looks like
dark
flour.
lust.
Maybe a
and
bacon.
obscenity. And our
His
cousin is
breathing
thrown in the
erratic
dungeon
and
for doing
shallow.
what's right.
He should visit a
What's
doctor.
just? What's moral? Yes, this is what the Watch does. Punishes brave, simple,
Her
human
clothes smell
folk for
strongly
doing
of tar
what's
and smoke.
right. For
She must
trying
be
to
a
save a
factory
young
worker.
girl's soul from that demon,
Honor
the
Hilarious.
magical
He
immigrant.
leads this National
No,
Front for Faith and
no.
Family.
The City Watch needs leadership. Mercuria needs leadership. Someone who can stand up against the magical and say, this far and no
Her
further.
hands are rough, with
Someone
scores
who's
of
willing to
small
make
cuts.
sacrifices, to hammer in a few nails to build a home. The Watch is willing to hammer no nails, to build no home. I blame their leader, that woman with unnatural desires. And I blame her leaders, that boneless council, slave to the immigrant,
Honor
the
Hilarious.
magical.
He
What
honor
can be
Hilarious.
done?
He
There
leads
is
this
only
National Front for
one
Faith and Family.
solution. Change. Change.
His breathing
Yes.
is erratic and
Yes.
shallow.
Vote
He should visit a
faith
doctor.
and family. Vote blood. land, honor, and humanity. Vote National Front and vote for your humble human servant. Yours truly, Owner Hilaris. With my guidance and leadership, the magical,
Nothing in particular
that
stands out.
subhuman immigrant,
It appears his
the
skin
dark
has a strange
necromancer
pallor.
and warlock
He might
will be
suffer
banished
from
from
moon
our
waste.
home. Our children will be safe to play once more. Our women folks' virtue will be protected. And these ill-lit, occult avenues will be lit by the light of the goddess and crowned with sweet-smelling, homely herbs. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Thank you. Oh yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you kindly. Thank you. No, it's important that we stand together, hand in hand with our benefactors. Yes. I speak regularly with the Azadi. I visit the tower often. I've even broken fast. Now, no one says we have to abandon our gods. No. The light of the goddess is about acceptance, not disapproval. She smiles upon all good humans. Our common enemy is the filthy immigrant, the necromancer, the demon, the magical. That's what this is all about. It's about fighting the magical infestation. It's not about which gods we do or do not worship. No. The Azadi are nothing if not open map